Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from Reality Art Pod, here to talk about the challenge Season 40, Episode 18, titled The End of an Era, Part 1. Part 1 of the season finale. Last time on the challenge, the game was relocated to the Philippines, and after a castle relay puzzle daily, Jenny and Jordan came out on top, and Kara and Tori were sent into elimination, where queen of having fun and making friends, Kara was sent to walk the plank. Before I dive in, as always, I put a link in the description to my playlist, where you can catch up on my previous recaps. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. My recaps aren't meant to replace the original material, so if you missed the episode, I highly encourage you to seek it out. I also put a link for you to try Paramount Plus for free. Let's dive into it. We pick back up where we left off. The players are still living on the SS Sinister. They're filthy, but eating takeout, which is random. Michelle is getting a kick out of trolling Jordan, and she and Kyland are excited to be there for their first final. In the morning, TJ is ready to torture them, and tells them that one man and one woman will win this season. The winners will get $400,000 each, second place finishers $75,000, third place $25,000, and fourth place will get no money. The final will be played in checkpoints. In each checkpoint, they'll get points depending on how they finish. The SS Sinister will be their starting and ending point for all of their checkpoints, which means a lot of swimming. TJ also informs them of the karma vote, and they do find clips of challengers saying positive and negative things about every player still in the game, but especially Bananas getting negatives. We know Laurel gave Bananas bad scores, but they hint that Leroy gave Bananas a bad score as well. TJ says they won't find out how their karma score impacts the game until the end of the game. Their first checkpoint is called Sandblast. They need to swim to shore and complete their task. As penalty for being last in the last daily, Derek will have to start 3 minutes behind everyone else. They get started with Jordan, Michelle, and Jenny taking an early lead in the swimming. On the beach, they need to run 5 long laps down the beach to retrieve puzzle pieces, then assemble a stacking puzzle, then swim back to the Sinister. The show kind of speedruns through this, as most of the players are evenly matched with their running, but Derek's track experience comes in handy as he moves up to second place behind Jordan. Jordan and Derek complete their puzzle around the same time, followed by Jenny, Michelle, and Tori. Rachel is really struggling with the puzzle. Puzzles have proven to be a bit of a problem for her throughout the season. Jordan ends up in first for the men, and Michelle places first for the women, winning her first individual challenge, followed by Jenny, Derek, Tori, Bananas, Kyland, and Rachel. Through all of this, we saw that Jordan and Michelle are really going to benefit from their swimming abilities. Rachel struggled with the puzzle, and Kyland struggled with the swim. Back on Sinister, they give them no time to rest. They have to stand in a loading zone as the boat travels to their next checkpoint called Ghost Ship. So they move on to Ghost Ship, where they swim to another ship. They have to swim under the Ghost Ship and memorize a key, then recreate the order of their symbols on their puzzle board. Once checked, they have to swim back to the Sinister. This reminds me of a daily they did on USA 2. They get started. Tori briefly accuses Michelle of copying her, and Jordan, Jenny, and Tori complete their puzzles and move on, followed by Rachel, then Michelle, who helps Derek and Kyland with their puzzles before moving on herself. Derek and Bananas complete their puzzles. Bananas says he has bad hips and hemorrhoids and is struggling to keep up. He thinks he's really gonna need some good karma. Oop! Jordan places first overall, followed by Jenny, Tori, Rachel, Michelle, Bananas, Derek, and Kyland. The girls really kicked the guys' butts overall here, and Rachel is really hard on herself for not winning this, but there's plenty of time to make it up. They get back in their standing spots on the Sinister and move to checkpoint 3, 1,000 steps. They have to swim to the beach, climb 1,000 steps, find clues to solve a mystery, and swim back to the Sinister. Michelle is sticking by Jenny's side with the goal of keeping her pace then beating her. Rachel has the same plan with Tori. Jordan gets across his steps first and finds the image of a skull. Not much of a mystery, there's a sign with clear instructions that they need to replicate the skull in a puzzle. If they can't do their puzzle, they have to do the steps again. The puzzle is similar to the one they had to do of TJ's face a few rounds ago. In an insane moment, in a reaction to reading a sign that says he has to swim more, Kyland says, "You know how I feel about this?" and pees on the sign. That was insane and iconic. Kyland starts cramping up and is in a lot of pain following his leak. Jordan and Jenny finish first again, followed by Michelle, Bananas, Rachel, Derek, Tori, and Kyland. At the end of the day's gotta end. The sun goes down, but they don't get to rest. They stand at their stations and head to another location. Their overnight task is to alternate between 30 minutes of counting coins and 30 minutes of singing a terrible song. The players will be judged on the accuracy of their counts. They get started. Kyland is excited to do his counting. The show makes a meal out of them singing this horrible song. The episode ends with Jenny coming undone, having a meltdown while doing her counting, and it's pissing Jordan off, but it just ends very abruptly on a cliffhanger. So that was the episode. It was a lot of Jordan winning. Jordan is kicking ass. Jenny also has been huffing and puffing to first place like the little engine that could. This was an okay episode. Was it worth the wait for 2 weeks? Not really. I really thought they were going to crown a winner tonight, but I'm excited for next week. And that's all I have to say about this week's episode. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be back next week to hopefully find out who wins this show. know. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, have a nice weekend. Bye!